Welcome back to MJL 3764, collecting Elvis on vinyl and CD. This is part 2 of the Memphis 5 CD box set, and this will be a quick review of the CDs which I've given a listen to now. So I shall give my review of all the discs. So we start off with disc 1, which is the Sun material. It's 23 tracks. Runs for 56 minutes, and this has not been remixed or remastered. This is the last remastering, which I would presume would be the Boy from Tupelo. So this has not been remixed for this set, and all I can say is thank goodness for that. So this actually sounds very good. Totally enjoyed this CD, as most fans would do with the Sun material. A joyous listen. Excellent. The only gripe I would have on here is probably maybe they could have put I Love You Because with the narrative, the longer version of I Love You Because. I know we've got it before as we've got all this material, but it only runs for 56 minutes, so I'm sure they could have put an extra track on there. But very good. There we go to disc 2, the American 69. This runs for 80 minutes, so it's a full CD, 24 tracks. As I said in the first video, there are tracks missing, which is a downer for me. But let's go through quickly. In the Ghetto, yeah, I thought that sounded very good, very crisp and clean. Suspicious Minds, well, that's just a travesty. I don't know what's going on there. The music doesn't match up to the vocal. I don't know what they've done to that, but it's awful. This shouldn't happen. It's pathetic, and it's the shorter version, hasn't got the fade in, the fade out, but that just doesn't sound right. Don't Cry Daddy's the next track. I could probably see people liking this one, but it's not for me. You can hear the two vocals. And you can hear the acoustic guitar, but unfortunately for me, this stripped down sort of version, the acoustic grates on me a little bit after a while, the repetitiveness of it. And to be honest, I think Elvis's sincere vocal has been lost a little bit compared to the original. I prefer the original. Kentucky Rain is next. I've got quite a few mixes of this, we probably all have. It's such a great song, yeah, that's not bad at all. That was quite good. Mama Like the Roses, again, I think I prefer the dubbed version. I like the choir, you know, the high voice singing, and I do miss the Sunday bells as well, so I prefer the original. Do You Know Who I Am? That was very good, yeah. It features a longer fade out, sounded very good. You'll Think of Me, again, I miss the dubs. I think You'll Think of Me is probably one of my favourite produced Elvis songs. I think the bass, the drums, the guitar, the vocal, and especially the girls in the background and the strings when they come in, I love it. So I miss that on this one. True Love Travels on a Gravel Road, that was very good. That sounded very good to me. And it features a longer fade out, which is good. Long Black Limousine. Oh, this again, the music seems to be dragging. It's disjointed. I don't know what they've done to that either. It features a longer fade out, but no. After Loving You, that's very similar to the original version. You can hear Elvis crystal clear. Yeah, very good. You can the organ playing's a bit more up front as well. So that was very similar. Yeah, that was good. I'll Hold You in My Heart. Well, Gene Chrisman's drumming seems to have lost that crispness in the mix to me for this one. His cymbal and snare work seems to be a little bit less crisp than on the original. From a Jack to a King, out of the American recordings from A Jack to a King and Hey Jude are probably my least favourite. But this one sounded okay from A Jack to a King. Yeah, that sounded good. Undubbed. Without Love, excellent. Yeah, I really enjoyed that. That was very good. It's My Way This Time, I Can't Stop Loving You. Again, I don't know why this is on this release. To me, it sounds a lot more fuller than what I heard on the 60s box set, but surely this is undubbed anyway. It was just a tryout for Elvis and the sound for Chips in the studio, so don't really understand why that one's on here, to be honest. Keeps Right On the Hurting, very good, I thought. Yeah, sounded good. I'm Moving On, yeah, that was okay. The guitar was a little bit more prominent. Yeah, that was good too. Power of My Love, that was good. The bass I thought was excellent in this one. Brought well up. It was a bit more polished, and because of that, I think Elvis's vocals lost a little bit of that rawness in the vocal. Seems a bit too polished for me, but not bad at all. Stranger in My Hometown, we've had this undubbed before. Yeah, that sounds great. Wearing That Love Done Look, again, I thought was the same as Power of My Love. It's got a longer fade out, but it's missing that rawness in Elvis's voice. And the bass is very good on that as well. Any Day Now, I mentioned this on the first video. There's a skip in that. That's pathetic. Only the Strong Survive. Here we go again. This is edited, where the bit where, I know Elvis is not singing, but the bit where the girls say, boy, boy, oh boy, that bit's been cut out of the song completely. Whether that was due to timing reasons, I don't know, but they shouldn't have cut that part of the song, even if Elvis wasn't singing in that portion of the song. I can actually hear him saying, I can still hear him saying, Dear Georgie, listen you little, yeah. Gentle on My Mind, I like the harp in that, but the tune is just, it's been brought up so much that, again, it's repetitive. It just grates on you after a while. The music. Fair's Moving On. Again, I miss the dubs. I do miss the dubs on that. Elvis's vocal's great. The piano's been brought up, but I miss the dubs. I prefer the original on that. And Hey Jude, well, that's a shorter version as well. That fades out early. You can tell that because you don't hear Elvis laugh towards the end, which you do on Elvis Now. Disc 3 is Stacks, 23 tracks, and one's for 73 minutes. So they could have squeezed, they're missing 3 tracks. They could have squeezed at least a couple more on here, especially Thinking About You, which I think is a glaring omission. You know, that was on Our Memories of Elvis, and it featured a longer fade out. Elvis comes in after the guitar solo, so that would have been nice to have had on here, but they haven't done that. So we start off with Promised Land. This wasn't bad, but I do miss the piano. Raised on Rock, very good. Longer fade out. Yeah, that was really nice to hear. I got Thing About You Baby. Yeah, that sounded really good, I thought, as well. If you talk in your sleep, I prefer the undubbed version without all the horns, etc. But it fades out earlier than the original, which is ridiculous. My Boy, I've always liked the original. I think the dubs actually make that song, so I don't like the undubbed version. Spanish Eyes, yeah, Elvis's vocal, crystal clear, sounded very good. Help Me, very good. Cheryl Nilsson's been put in the background a little bit. You get full start to that as well, and that sounds a lot more fuller. Yeah, I enjoyed that. Help Me. I Got a Feeling in My Body, excellent. Elvis's vocals right up front now. I enjoyed that one. It's Midnight, great song, just cannot stand the ending. I cannot stand that church ending, which is still here. It wasn't on the Memories of Elvis. You could hear the background voices, but they were right in the back. Unfortunately, with this one, you can hear them. They're full on right at the end. Ruin's a great song, I think. Just personal opinion. Find Out What's Happening. Yeah, that sounded great. Slightly longer fade out. If You Don't Come Back, exactly the same. Slightly longer fade out, sounds great. For old time's sake, yeah, very similar I thought, but the organ was a bit more prominent on this version. But yeah, very good. Just a little bit. Again, very similar. Yeah, very good. Talk about the good times. We've had this one with a longer fade out before, but this one goes right to the end. I did enjoy this one. You miss the gospel type girls in the back, but yeah, still very good performance. Yeah, I like that one. Loving Arms, unfortunately this one suffers the same as It's Midnight. I don't like the ending. Now in the original ending, the music masks the background singers. If you've got take 1 and take 2 of Loving Arms, you'll hear the voices at the end of this track. But when you hear the original as it was originally issued, their voices are masked by music. Unfortunately, they're not in this one as it's undubbed. So again, a great performance ruined by a bad ending for me personally. You asked me to, yeah, that sounds very good. The rhythm guitar's right up there. You can hear that a lot more. Good Time Charlie's Got the Blues. This is excellent because you're getting about a minute more. So you're getting a real longer fade out. The drums are really up on this as well. Give this a listen to. Good Time Charlie's Got the Blues. The drums are really up on that. And Elvis repeats a verse which you don't get on the original. I'm pretty sure there's actually more verses to this song. As we know, Elvis was prone to cutting out whole verses of songs. If it was, it seems a shame that he sung the same verse again instead of the other verse, but great to hear. Yeah, very good. Your Love's Been a Long Time Coming. This is now running at what, 350? I think the original was about 256 on the Promised Land album, and then when it was issued again with the bonus tracks, the Promised Land CD, I think it run for about 340 odd. So we have had a longer version of this before, but it's slightly longer on this one again. It's never been really my favourite song, but I'm warming to that one. I really did enjoy that. Your Love's Been a Long Time Coming. There's Honky Tonk Angel. Yeah, I enjoyed that. No matter what Elvis said at the end, I thought it was okay. Take Good Care of Her, I thought was very good. You can hear Elvis crystal clear. Excellent. She Wears My Ring and If That Isn't Love sound not dissimilar to the released versions. So they sounded very good. And Three Corn Patches, longer fade out and sounds quite punchy to me. So yeah, very good. We're up to disc 4 of this 5 CD set. Try as I may, I don't think I'm going to get it into the 15-minute mark. So what I shall do now is, unfortunately, I'll have to make another video where we'll have a quick run through of disc 4 and 5, and then I shall give a summary of this box set. So thank you for watching. Until the next time, just remember, what is music? Life's no waste.